Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Sebi. Today's video will be just me telling you guys a short advice on what I think about everything going on around me, simply mainly focusing on motherhood and single parents, and it will be an advice to everyone who's out there. Please just remember, this is what I think. I'm not saying that you have to follow it. If you want to listen, please do listen. For those who haven't subscribed, please do so below. Thank you so much. So I'm 21 years old and I gave birth to my daughter, Mima Maxwell, last year in November. It was quite a journey, I won't lie to you. I didn't enjoy almost 50, let me say 60% of my pregnancy. I didn't enjoy it. I started enjoying my pregnancy later in the pregnancy at around 6 months or so, because earlier on in the pregnancy I was, may I say, depressed or something. I was going through some kind of situation which didn't make my journey quite easy, and I dreaded being pregnant. I won't lie to you. I didn't take pregnancy at first so well. The first 3 months were hectic. I was going through nausea. I lost a lot of weight. I lost 8 kgs. I was around 62 kg and I dropped to 54 or something. I really can't remember, but I just know I lost 8 kgs during my first 3 months. After 4 months I started getting better, but I was going through some emotional trouble, so it actually made it worse. And instead of me taking care of myself and my baby inside me, I started feeling so miserable, taking it out on myself, crying most of the time, and this wasn't good for me. And I'm the kind of person who doesn't love sharing my problems. I love it when my problems just come, I sort them out myself, and then they go. So I hope you guys learn from my situation, since I want to tell you guys what, not exactly what I exactly went through, but I just want to share with you guys a bit of what I went through, so you guys can understand that you need to make the right decisions in life. I had the chance to make the right decision and I chose another path. Not that I regret having my baby, because she's the most beautiful thing that has ever happened in my life, the most great thing that has ever happened in my life. It has changed me to be a better person, and so I hope you guys learn. First of all, I got pregnant when I was 20, since I'm 21 this year, and I'm a single parent right now. I'm 21 and a single parent. That's not any situation a girl should go through. I know these days so many children are born out of wedlock because most dads don't want to take responsibility of their kids, but in my situation, the dad is responsible. He caters for her financially. At least he's there for her financially, and he provides whenever he can. And kids need to be raised by both parents. I myself was raised by a single dad. I won't go into details, but I was raised by a dad and I really appreciate him for that. My mom is there, yes, we communicate all the time, but I was raised by my dad. So right now, for those who are out there, ladies, kindly concentrate on your school, education, your career. Focus on the right things. If you're with a man and you're naive, if I may say, and you want to, what will I call it? And you think that getting a baby at this time is the right time, kindly let me tell you, it's not. So I did a research and found out 56% of relationships, is it, yeah, 56% of relationships that are that end up with the girl being pregnant before they're married, like in their early teens, in their late teens or their early 20s, end up with those smart girls being single parents. And it's not a good situation to put a kid where she has to grow up with one parent, the other parent who is always not available emotionally or something, because most people think these days that just being there financially for the kid is helpful. No, a kid needs both parents. If I had grown up with my mother, I'm not blaming my dad, but if I grown up with my mother being around, I would have grown up differently, because there are some things I lack as a girl. I didn't have that female figure who will tell me this from this, and my dad is quite a busy person. He's always working and he tries to make ends meet for me to get the best that I have. He tried to make my ends meet for me to go to the best schools, and what may I say? I let him down, because my dad has always made me focus on my education, and at a certain point in my life I lost focus and went through down a bad path. So here I am to tell you, learn from my situation. Take it, because I'm here to share with you so that you girls can see. Sorry, if you mess up with your education and something, your education and your career, you might end up a path that you might not like. Not everyone takes change positively. I myself didn't take change positively, sorry, at first, because I was into depression, and I'm not the kind of person who shares, first of all, like I said. So I used to keep so much inside me that it reached to a point I really had to let it all out, because I had to talk to somebody for them to tell me the right way to go through. And I'm glad I did share with somebody what I was going through, because they made me feel better about myself. They made me know that I had a better future and not give up on my life, because I had reached a really, really bad point in my life whereby I never cared about anything, not even the human being who was going inside me. Sorry to say, but I'm really serious. It reached a point where I didn't care about anything, because I felt like my life was really crumbling down. And this being said, it happened because I never listened to what my dad told me. My dad constantly, when he saw me heading down the wrong path, I remember him sitting me down and told me, I had moved out by then. When I came back home to visit him, he told me, what about your education? Where do you stand when it comes to your education? You know very well you're supposed to go to the university, you're supposed to go pursue your career and move on with life. Don't you know you're heading down the wrong path? Let me tell you, I did not listen to my dad. That advice fell on deaf ears, and at the moment, I thought that nothing will ever go wrong. My world was so beautiful according to my eyes, and I never pictured anything ever going wrong at that moment. When things started going wrong, I went back to the same dad who had warned me, cried my eyes out, and my dad, being my dad, your parent is always your parent, he accepted me back and told me that was not the end. It was a lesson that I had to learn from, and I did. I really did learn from it, and from now I'm starting to make a change, and I decided that I'll go back to school, finish my career, because that's not where the world ends. For those who are ladies who are out there, you've given birth. I have a friend who told me that she left school, and right now she's just at home being a wife and a mom, and she's only 22. Let me tell you that after giving birth, that's not the end of your world. After giving birth, your child does grow. You need to go back and continue on with your life. You're not neglecting the baby by continuing with your life. You need to be, you need to also focus on your life other than the babies. Build yourself so that when the kid grows, she can know who she look up to. She can know education is most important, and your career also. Every other thing falls into place. And I cannot emphasize on this further. Kindly do not just get pregnant simply because you seeing your friends have babies. You feel like age is catching up to you, you feel like you're old, your friends have families and everything. No, everything falls into place at its own right time. So many ladies are out here, they always feel like they're left out simply because, like I said, their friends have this certain life that they're living, and you admire that. Yes, admire it, but don't fall into temptation just because you see that you have to be the same level where your age mates are. Everything happens at its own time, and believe me, you do not rush into something just because you want to fit in. Fitting in is not always a good thing. Standing out is always the best thing. That's what I can say. I remember, um, sorry, I'm always making jokes with my friends, telling them that they should get a baby so that my kid can always have a cousin or a person to play with. But those are only jokes. Other than that, I always tell them, and I'm so happy my friends right now, like my close friends, are busy pursuing their career because they're learning from my life. I was So depressed, I'm telling you. And that's not a situation I love any girl to go through. No girl takes it easy when the man decides, when you tell a man you're pregnant and he decides he doesn't want to do anything with you. Others claim that's not their baby, as if you got it through osmosis, you know. And these situations can be avoided. They can really be avoided if you're with your spouse and you feel like you're in love, you want to get into seriousness. Let him meet your parents. Let him go through the right way. Do not move in with a man so soon. Never move in with a man until you're married. That's one decision. That's one advice I'll give you. Never move in with a man until you're married. Follow the right path. Most of us take the easy way out, like I did. You take the shortcut, if I may say. There's a reason why marriage, babies should be born out of a marriage, because babies need a lot of care and a lot of responsibilities. That's why I'm telling you, being a single parent is not easy. At first, let me tell you, I was also overwhelmed with being a single parent. I was not used to waking up. I was not used to taking care of somebody else other than myself. And all this just came. I had to do it. I had to embrace it. I couldn't just say I can't do this and give up because I because I feel like this is something out of my will that I can't do. I had to make a decision. I had to stand up and just be brave. Take every situation as it comes, embrace it, just love every minute. And immediately I took the change positively. Everything started falling into place. I stopped blaming myself for everything, because there's a time I was blaming myself. I used to tell myself, what if I just gone to the university, pursued my career? Right now I would have been in my third year doing this and that of what career I chose. And immediately I shattered my mind of that and decided this is the reality, this is what I'll follow. Life became better, let me tell you. So for those ladies who are out there, giving birth is not the end. You can give birth to your kid and still move on with your life after that. Don't let your life be shattered down just because you gave birth at a younger age. People look down on you. Yes, you're young, you gave birth. Don't let that ever shatter you down. Don't let that stop you from going to pursue your dreams or your goals. Take it. In this world, not everyone will like you, let me tell you. Take every comment that people give you positively. Yes, they tell you you're too young, you got a baby. It happened. There's nothing you can do about it. What you can do about it is change your life from then on. Go on with your school, with your education, with everything. Just do it positively and be patient with yourself, because nothing happens just abruptly like that. No, it takes time, it takes patience, and build yourself as a person. Set your standards high, not because some people, also some mothers always think, just because I have a baby, no one will ever take me in. That should be the last thing in your mind. Right now, you need to concentrate on your baby and your baby, sorry, and yourself. Just be there for your kid and be the best person you can be. Be a better person. Let them grow into something better than you were, because that's what I think is the right thing. For the ladies who are single, and not as in single because you're not married, you're dating, into that dating world, you're still getting ahead in life, knowing yourself, concentrate on the right things. Go about your career, go about your education, go until you get a PhD. You do it. if you have the sources to if you have the sources to finance your new education, go about it. Education is the best thing a parent can ever offer you, let me tell you. My dad did his best. He hustled so much so that I could go to the best schools in Kenya. Not that I'm bragging, but anytime I will tell my dad I didn't like a school, I'm telling you, he will switch me immediately. I will go back home and, Dad, I don't like this school. He will switch me. Not that I was spoiled. He liked me being in a comfortable in a comfortable place so that I could perform. And let me tell you, I was an A-star student, and I really disappointed my dad when I got pregnant. I saw it in his eyes when I told him I was pregnant. But the best thing he ever told me is that it's life. It happens. You're pregnant, you're not removing the baby, you're keeping it. If it's a hassle, I'll help you take care of the baby. And believe me, he owned up to his word. There's no person who has been so much supportive other than my dad and my family members. And I'm really glad I made the decision to keep my baby. So for the ladies who are out there, kindly concentrate on the right things. Go to school, have fun. Your 20s and your early teens and your late teens are time to know yourself. Enjoy life and be careful. Just don't enjoy it just because you want to enjoy life. Enjoy life and be careful. Live your life to the fullest so that when it comes to time to settle down, you will also be settled down. So do all you have to do right now at your teen years. Enjoy it to the fullest. And for the ladies who have their babies, life do gets better, let me tell you, it does. Right now I'm in a happy place. I'm not where I might say I've reached where I want to be, because my goal is still up here and I'm still taking time to get there. So for the ladies who have their babies and you're a single parent and you feel like your world is shattered down, let me tell you, life do gets better. And most of all, always keep God first. Thank you for tuning in. Till my next video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm your girl Sevi. Bye bye. Oh, sorry. For those who haven't subscribed, please do so below and share the video also. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm your girl Sebi. Till next video. Bye bye.